So, you're here. Well, I'm here also. So, I guess I'll talk about something. But first, I think I'll do a little fashion show for you. Now, actually, what I am showing are the pants, which is one of the things, if I don't get too old, that I plan to manufacture under martial arts. Let me show you what I mean. So now we're outside in the street, and part of our motto is from the streets for the streets. So what you wear should also be kind of practical if you're in a hood that you might have problems. So these are Wrangler jeans, but I would like I said, to make my own, maybe out of hemp. Might be kind of expensive, but anyway, these are like for being in the street in a war type situation, ready for anything. So in my type of class, I would tell people, especially women, well these days men too, if you're gonna be wearing tight ass clothes on a regular, that's your regular clothes, but when you come to class, you got, all these baggy clothes. If you get into a situation where you have to fight for real with those tight ass clothes on, it's going to be altogether different than when you in in class practicing with baggy ass clothes. So the clothes that we will be manufacturing, hopefully someday. Well, these are the pants anyway. The tops are going to be similar. Now on these pants, we have big and deep pockets. So if you put something in there, it's not just gonna fall the hell out. Got a little hook here. That's like the work thing. You can put a hammer or something there and make it look like you're going to work, but if somebody come at you, you got a hammer right there, and nobody knows it's a weapon. Anyway, then you have these two big pockets which can hold stuff, you know, and it got snaps on them so you can close them in case you tumbling on the ground. You got your keys and stuff or whatever, your wallet, and at least the pockets are closed so it don't fall out while you're getting beat up. Now the belt is a tactical belt also. Now I bought these pants way too big. The idea is supposed to be, have, you know, kind of baggy, but not this big. Look, well, I'm skinny, so it's hard to find stuff in my size. But I got the pants folded up. But get baggy stuff, start wearing, well, I'm not going to tell you what to wear. If you're going to wear tight stuff, learn how to move in that. Learn the movements that you learn from martial art and kung fu and stuff. Learn how to do the same thing in them tight ass jeans you got on. But anyway, back to these pants or the belt now. Now, see, the belt is like kind of like the belt we had in the Marine Corps. This buckle, all I have to do is pull this and then tighten it, and the belt is closed. So it can tighten no matter how skinny or how big I am. It just poof. Now, why it's tactical, because if I really needed it, if someone is like bleeding to death in front of me, I can take this belt off and tie it around their leg or arm or whatever is bleeding and cut off the blood. My pants might fall down if I do it with this belt. So usually you would have one of these, like an extra belt in your bag or whatever, so you don't have to take the belt off your pants if you got big ass pants like I do. So now the back pockets on the pants that we will make would have a zipper on the back, and the zippers would be on the front pockets also. So all the pockets will be big and deep, so things don't just fall. I've had pants where the pockets are short, and when you sit down on the bus or whatever, stuff fall out your pocket and all that shit. So we won't be doing that. So why am I outside? Well, that was to show you some martial art stuff. But now I'm doing part 3 of the Holy Chalice. Oh, one more thing about the pants. They're not like really long. You understand? I can kick in my or too baggy. I've had really baggy pants like when MC Hammer was out days, and you go to kick and your foot get all caught up in the pants, or you're walking down the stairs and your foot get all caught up and you damn near trip and bust your face open. So that's really important. Okay, let's talk about the war chalice. Since we was talking about war pants, ooh, marijuana. Getting a little, the box is getting tipsy. Well, anyway, y'all get the idea. Y'all see. And what I wanted to do is show you some things about what I call the war chalice. Now, I already shown on video that this chalice was pretty much what started the whole Kung Fu thing. So it started out when I was gifted this particular chalice right here that I created the 5 hands. And just to recap, even though I went over it already, just to recap right quick, the 5 hands are fire. You understand? Now, this is just a normal hand, but in Kung Fu it would be called the willow leaf palm. It is the highest of the 5 hands that we use in Ma Gu, divine cannabis Kung Fu. So this hand, the palm, or willow leaf palm, is used because again, I'll explain. We used to go outside and be hanging out. So we have our chalices with us, and we just hold it. So I'm like, wow, this is a willow leaf palm. So now the next 2 hands, let me do them in order. So the first hand is earth, and that's the fist. So when you're smoking the chalice, you're holding the stem with a fist and smoking. So that's the fist. Punch, punch, smash, smash. Now the fist or earth changes into metal. Metal is actually the Magu movement. It's not a form. The first fist is a form, and then we go into Magu, which is just um, a way of movement. So Magu represents the tray. The ground is hurting my knee. Let me switch knees. So this is the tray. When you went out upstairs, I'm going to go over in part two. I'm going to go over what the tray means and the etiquette and all that stuff. But right now, this is like holding. If you hold a tray, this is holding the tray and passing the herb to someone else, etc. So that represents metal because that's about stabbing, cutting, chopping. Metal turns into water. Now, water on here is actually when you're watering your holy chalice. You grab the stem like so and pull it out so you can water your chalice. But this is the weaponized version of the chalice. So I took the stem and made it a way of actually, as I take it out, I can poke you in the eye or in the throat or poof, you understand? And then at the end here, we have the flame, which I used in a swinging motion and can cut you and all that good stuff. And then ooh, and hope a table isn't there, and then we wind it up and we place it back in the chalice. So that's the water hand. Now the water hand has three phases. You have this hand, which is actually the end hand again, is actually representative of a icicle. Now I made up the part about the icicle, but I didn't make up the hand. This is actually from the Wu style of Tai Chi, and is you also used in White Crane and other systems. Now the other hand is when somebody's trying to punch you, is like splashing, like if you're beating a drum, splash, like water. That's splashing water, ice, and then if somebody's trying to punch you, steam rises. So there's the three phases of, why am I looking up there? There's the three phases of water. Now, water turns into wood. Wood, like a plant or tree roots growing through the earth, is like piercing, what they call piercing the earth. So wood is, my teacher was Grand Master Leong Chum of Ying Jiao Pai. I'm gonna say that all the god dag never time. So wood is like the eagle claw, grabbing and piercing the earth, which is your muscles. And now, after wood, we get to the fifth element, which is now again the first one that I talk about, which is fire. And I call this fire because if you look at this like a flame of a candle, the palm, not a palm like this, and not the margu palm where the thumb is inside so you can use all the edges of the hand, but the willow leaf palm is kind of bent a little bit, and then the thumb is on the outside of the palm. And then when you strike the palm, Ding-a-ling. The palm straightens out. So this represents fire. So we have earth, we have metal, we have water, we have wood, and we have fire. So I just wanted to show some of the techniques that I was coming up. Again, it wasn't a form, but when I was using this as a weaponized chalice, bong, well, you can see what happened. Because I'm like, people be hitting people in the head with coconuts. But it wasn't an empty coconut. It was probably a coconut that wasn't empty. So I don't want people to be walking around with full coconut, with coconut milk. So we're going to make this in, we're going to make this out of a different material that you can knock somebody upside the head. But let me show you how I used it. Oh, my knee, oh, my knee. So, like I already showed you, this part can be taken out and used as a weapon by itself. So, either this way, and you have this. So, everything I have is like a prototype, so it probably would have a better string that you can, block and catch and all that stuff with. Cut, hit, or like I said, like this. Hit, hit, stab, cut. So that's the stem with the flame. Now the bong, or the holy chalice, the holy war chalice, is two ways. If you're holding it like this, as you can see, I have this little knot on the outside. So when you hit somebody upside the head, that little, that's gonna go in there. Bow, 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 bow. Or with the stem inserted, there's a lot of reasons why. Oh, I didn't open up correctly. I'll close out. But the hand that I use like this in our salute, turns out that if I put this circle over this and put these three fingers over this and have this here, it becomes like a hammer. I didn't tell you to grab onto the box. Oh, wait a minute. Ta-da! Well, anyway, so now I have my little knife over here, and now I can really knock. Well, you got to get that together so you don't wrap yourself up. You be like, oh shit, wait. So you can punch with it, you can hook with it, you can smash with it, you can hit in the groin with it, from the groin to the head. You can block, or we call it neutralizing. Okay, so that is kind of the idea. In doing these videos, I realize I'm getting older. I'm not old yet. So I'm going to get in shape doing these videos. But that's the idea of movement with the war chalice. So if people sign up for the cannabis kung fu yoga 10-month certification course, then we'll get into the actual how we're going to use this coconut also to make us money. So that's the other side of what I'm doing. Everything is about the health and the self-defense, because if you're healthy, you might as well know how to defend your healthy body. But we also need to know about the economics. So, as always, like the video if you like the video. And if you like the video, subscribe because I'm going to do more videos. And this is kind of close to my eye. Let me move it over there. So I'm going to be doing more videos. And I promise you, I'm just starting out. So I'm doing like these basic stuff. But I'm going to start getting into, we're going to get into the cannabis kung fu. I mean, like, how to punch them up. What? What? You talking to me? What? I'm out. Is where the button at?